welcome on into day 13 of KCD2. We finally made it to Kuttenberg, and man, it's awesome. Probably one of the bigger cities I've seen in this style of game before. I've been trying to avoid doing stuff in Kuttenberg so we clean up the surrounding area. Did we find the whorehouse? There's so many. Oh, yes. It's the damn bathhouses. Kuttenberg's got two, and we helped build him another one. I am officially a pimp. I don't know if you saw last week, Riddick. Check out the day 12 video on YouTube. We set up a bathhouse and basically went and picked up the girls. It was hilarious. Okay, journal. We have Into the Underworld. That's the main quest. We're holding off on that. But yeah, look at all the side quests we have left. 1, 2, 3, and then we also have the monk thing. I think we might knock this out this week as well. Or we do any more main stuff. Let's see what we got for monk stuff. Actually, that might be our chance to get out of here and get arrested. So maybe we go and do that first. Yackers and Fash. Find the stolen standard. Get into the Saint's Den. That's on B. That's a sneaky mission. Monastery secret. Get hired at the Vineyard. Find the monastery secret. Get the seedlings for Casper. That's up here. Reliquary is up here. All right, yeah, let's do that. We're going to skip B for now until we're not wanted. Ars is in town as well. Let's do Reliquary, and then let's do the Vineyard. E is get hired at the Vineyard, optional. E is find the secret. F is get the seedlings. All right, guys, we're gonna go work at a vineyard. Hello, I'm here to get a job.
Listen up, lad. If you want some honest work on the vineyard, we'll pay you.
Vineyard!
And give you a roof over your head.
Give me some head, talk. Looking for work in the vineyard.
Are you hiring?
Us? Always. But don't be fooled. It's hard work. Days spent bent over in the sun. It's not for everybody.
I stayed up 24 hours yesterday mining. Haven't played any today.
And a place
24
to lay your
hours
head.
sounds like Henken for the past 4 days. Shut up. Okay, I can stop anytime I want. I'm just, you know, the carrier needs resources. I'm in.
That sounds good.
I'll tell you tomorrow. For now, go and speak to the custodian, Jerome. He'll tell you what to do. Any questions?
What's in the building in the vineyard?
What's in that building in the middle of the vineyard?
Vineyards aren't just vines. They need a place to sort, press, and wash the grapes. And we also need a place to lay our heads.
I'm an old man.
We
Staying up
spend
24
half
playing a game
year
is
up
rough on
this
me.
Scorching hill after all.
What's the custodian like?
What's the master custodian like?
Jerome, he's my cousin, and he gave me this job. Can't complain about him.
And the others?
I don't know, but I've never heard any complaints. You'll see for yourself soon enough.
Yeah, because complainers get sent down to the basement, just like my mods. What if I fail to do my duty?
What if I'm not up to it?
You have 2 arms and 2 legs, and that's all you need. The only thing we won't tolerate is someone slacking off. We have a lot of blow-ins, so don't expect any breaks. If you laze about for even a day, you'll be out of here. Understand?
I understand. I'll be going then.
All right, run along. Jerome will be waiting near the winery. And remember, wine is liquid gold, so we keep everything well guarded.
Don't worry. I don't steal.
I have to say that because we do get light-fingered individuals here from time to time. And now you know everything. Off you go to work.
Good looking Henry. What do you guys think? Ready for the vineyard? I'm sorry, the way they say it, vineyard.
What a view.
You must have stolen them. Can we sort this out on our own?
We
Or
can
do
work
I
this
need
out.
to get the bait? How dare you? We won't put up with thieves here. You'll give everything back and pay compensation. Or I'll go and get the guards.
Yeah, that's a great way to start the first day on the job. Maybe wearing stolen things you just stole 5 minutes ago isn't a good idea, but how would they know? Can you even 9 to 5? Bro, do you even lift sacks? You look so... Oh my god. Really? KCD2? Like, I get repeating the face models, right? For the first game. This is the innkeeper in the first map. The one that teaches you about gunpowder. You just put a hat and glasses on him. You didn't even change his shape. Is it you? Did you got disguise on? I'm supposed to report to you? How are you doing here?
How are you doing here?
The life of a winemaker is similar to the life of
like
the
his
vine
cousin.
itself. It
Superman
seems
effect?
showered with sunshine,
Yeah,
but it
exactly.
isn't possible without tenacity and resilience. Here in the vineyard, we wake up and go to sleep with a single thought:
Thinking,
how to bring to life a divine miracle, the nectar of wine. For it truly is a miracle. A truly fine wine can enchant kings and priests alike. And if we can create such a wine, then our time in this world has not been in vain.
okay. What's your job entail?
What does your job entail?
The administration of the monastery vineyard consists mainly of thorough organization. I allot the jobs to the workers and make sure nobody neglects anything. But it's not just about people. I have to take care of the vines themselves and oversee their health and
Miller
quality
Kressel,
every day.
the voice of the Chamberlain,
True,
right?
The Sedlets Monastery has many vineyards, but this is one of its crown jewels.
I'm supposed to report to you. I'm new here.
Excellent. Another young shoot ready to sprout and produce the delicious fruits of labor.
I hate how you talk. That would be me.
Right. The shoot. That's me.
Forgive me, young man. I'm always pleased by the presence of someone who enjoys working.
I love
great.
it.
In any case, I was sent to ask what you want me to do.
You'll start today, because why wait? There are a few hours left before the velvet blanket of night covers our vineyard.
Of course.
Vineyard.
I'll get to work then.
Excellent. What enthusiasm! What vigor! As our youngest laborer, you will be in charge of the eternal battle against the weeds that choke our beautiful plants. As soon as you spot one, imagine
It's either
your
this or
King
AI Rabbit,
David
so I guess
and
we should have this.
uproot that evil
Yeah, I'm
from our
enjoying it.
land forever, just as he uprooted the Philistines from Israel.
If you hand me a slingshot, I can take on Goliath.
We hand out slingshots in autumn when we have trouble with starlings. Apart from that, you'll sometimes see a sack at the end of a row. In it are clippings and bad plants which you will take to the dung heap behind the winery here, where their earthly existence ends in the process known as decay.
All right. That doesn't sound too complicated. Weeding and organising a funeral for some plants.
To tell the truth, lad, work in the vineyard isn't
The
complicated.
vineyard.
But it is hard. I therefore suggest you don the vintner's crown, a straw hat. Do you have any other questions?
What's in the building in the middle of the vineyard?
What's in this building here?
This is the winery, lad. It's the heart of the vineyard.
The vineyard.
Of course, the grapes must ripen in the vineyard and are harvested there. But here in the winery they are sorted, pressed, and poured into barrels. As soon as we put the wine in barrels, it travels to the cool and dark monastery cellars, where it ages.
Where can I rest?
Where can I lay my head?
I shall take you there right away. I have to show you where to take the sacks in any case.
Gonna take me into the sacks, huh?
Forgive me, but why do you talk so strangely?
Truth be told, you're not the first to ask such a question. But the answer is simple. Our time on this earth is too short and precious to leave behind something ordinary. And I'm quite adept at speaking, unlike other human activities. So why not at least leave behind a pleasing impression?
I wonder what I'll leave behind.
I don't know, lad, and neither
save
do
file.
you. But eventually the loom will run out of thread, and it's up to us what we leave behind, whether it's a plain cloth or an ornate tapestry.
Sure.
I'll
This
get
this
to it
guy's
then.
kids must hate
May
him.
God bless your work. On you go, lad.
There's crate smells like sulfur. This could be it.
A flute! Take the monastery secret to Casper? No, but I'm gonna work here. Incognito. What is that hat? Are you getting ready for costumes? First of all, Gore, I live in Florida. This is called a sun hat. Second of all, don't ever speak to me and my son ever again, okay? What's wrong with hats? Okay, it's called fashion, sweetie. Look it up. Okie dokie. Let's go work in the vineyard. For today, I'm a hired hand at the vineyard. For my day should be spent fighting weeds, and any sacks I see need to be taken to the dung heap. Neither should be much of a problem. My work ends when the city bell rings. Weeds and sacks. Run, 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 run. Do, 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 laboring sacks. Do, 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 put down the sack.
Ah, excellent. Our youngest laborer returns after a day surely filled with hard work.
I did the best I could.
Lad, your exemplary diligence brings me great joy. And because I trust you, I'd like to ask you a favor.
Absolutely. How can I help?
Our wine ages in the monastery cellars, but every now and then a few bottles find their way back home to the vineyard. I keep them in the cellar here, and after a hard day's work, even my finely honed tongue needs whetting. Go to the cellar and fetch a bottle, lad.
Fine. I'll fetch one.
No way. Now I have access to the basement. Hilarious.
What does your job entail?
The administration of the
build?
monastery vineyard consists mainly of thorough organization. I allot the jobs to the workers and make sure nobody neglects anything. But it's not just about people. I have to take care of the vines themselves and oversee their health and quality every day. True, the Sedlets Monastery has many vineyards, but this is one of its crown jewels.
How are you doing here?
The life of a winemaker is similar to the life of the vine
Last barrel.
itself.
6
It
flushings?
seems showered with sunshine.
They
but
can
it isn't
have it.
possible without
Thanks, Tago.
tenacity
Dude, good looking
and
out.
resilience. Here in the vineyard, we wake up and go to sleep with a single thought.
Good fellow, I gotta
How
check
to
my
bring to
email.
life a
Taco
divine
got me the game. I
miracle,
might have access.
the
If I do,
nectar of
I might
wine.
play all Saturday and
For
Sunday.
it truly is.
I think Run
a
Fair
miracle.
it got canceled.
A truly
The plan to go
fine
got
wine
canceled.
Can
What's up,
enchant
Gogi? Happy
kings
weekend.
and priests alike.
We heard this
And
before.
if
Here you are, Master Custodian. A bottle of wine and the key to the cellar.
Ah, well now, I nearly forgot about that. At my age, thoughts are as fleeting as swallows in autumn.
Well, as long as they come back in the spring.
Sadly, not
It's
always.
dope. I know. I want to
lad.
get some practice in.
Some stay in the warmer climes forever.
I gotta figure out.
And
We got
that's exactly
20 days
why
to
I
figure out what the
need
plan is,
wine.
right?
You
June's
get some
the
rest.
month.
There will be more Sisyphean tasks to do in our vineyard tomorrow.
Why would I dob you in?
Look, just drop it, will you? Gossip about it won't do anyone any good.
You think I'll blurt it out to the first person I meet?
No, I just want to be sure nobody finds out.
Oh, sweet. I don't even have to break into this house. Nice. Oh, I like that they made it for the mission givers.
God bless you, sir.
I got it. In my thievery clothes.
I'm back, And I've got the mysterious monastery incense. It looks like wood chips soaked in sulfur. It stinks a bit.
They were smoking barrels with this. Sulfur is the stink of hell, and this is a monastery vineyard.
Maybe there's another reason. The miners in Scallis used to say where there's sulfur, it's easier to breathe. Healthier air.
But it stinks to high hell.
So do many noble delicacies, and they're still delicious.
I suppose you're right. I'll give it a try. I hope it doesn't make my wine reek. Here's your reward. I added a bit more, as we agreed.
I almost forgot. I have the seedlings.
Ah! I'm curious what they'll grow into. You've made me doubly happy, Henry. So, here's a little something on top for you. See you later, my friend.
Cool. What?
I know I am sinful, but still I trust that the Creator who fashioned me from dust cares for my immortal soul. And may God give you health, sir.
Perfectly normal skull. It's just lying here staring. With its... God be with you, brother. Are you taking care of this chapel?
Mortitius is my name, good friend. Though all that is shall one day end. Fame and fortune are but clay. Ad honore domine.
Ah. I see.
Oh, he blind.
I think.
Though my eyes are old and dim, and I live apart from the world of men, I serve a cause that's good and sound, and companions have I underground.
But slow down. I can't keep up. So, you are the blind keeper of the ossuary?
You speak the truth, and now I ask, if you would help me with one task, will you help me take care of those who sleep below in eternal repose?
You need help with something?
You need my help with something?
Christian bones in the church lie scattered. Bringing order to them is a very grave matter. If the prior should see the disarray, he'll send me packing this very day. Then what shall I do, sightless and old? Left alone in this world dark and cold, roaming the earth with a beggar's cane? Help me, dear brother, in God's holy name.
Wait a moment.
Play with his bone?
So, there are bones strewn about
Dark
the
Ages
chapel,
Eminem, gotta start him.
and you want them tidied up?
Aye,
Never gotta start
it's
him.
a job that some might find morbid, but fear not, good fellow. You'll be well rewarded.
Supposed to touch dead bodies? What's in it for me? All right, I'll help you.
All right, then. What am I supposed to do, exactly?
Arrange the bones in pyramids. Make them nicely stacked. Build one out of pristine skulls. The second out of cracked. The third then build from arms and legs. And here there's
8 leagues.
quite a lot. But bear in mind the commandment... thou shalt not... thou shalt... Curses! None of the commandments rhymes with that.
Wow, which one would rhyme? Thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill. What did he just say?
Commit murder, thou shalt not?
A pretty rhyme, I must admit, although you're jesting just a bit. Enough discourse now. It grows late. The task before you cannot wait.
All right, so if I understand correctly, I'm supposed to put the bones in 3 piles. Pristine skulls in the first one, the cracked ones in the second, and the third pile I build from the limbs?
As you say, so must it be. And you shall have a reward from me.
Yeah, right?
To find the
was
bones
like pyramids.
you'll be needing, though, there are 3 places you must go. But don't forget what lies beneath, and descend to the hidden space. Many bones lie there in darkness, waiting for their rightful place.
I see. So I should gather the bones in the chapel and the crypt underneath, and make 3 pyramids out of them.
And should any bones remain, such as ribs and spines, sweep them up together into orderly confines.
What? I should sweep up the remaining bones too? I better go before you think of more chores.
God be with you. What makes a hole a grave for the dead? What makes a grave a dreamless bed? What paints our bones so pale and white?
Hilarious. Arrange the bones into 3 piles, build a pyramid of skulls, get into the temple crypt. Spooky. Spooky. Thigh bone's connected to the leg bone.
You shall return. And then I'll sweep you into a corner.
A trapdoor.
My back!
Hey! Are you intact, my dear brother?
I nearly broke every bone in my body.
Ha ha ha! There's no better place to leave your bones, and that's a fact. But they'll serve you much better inside you and intact. The place you're in is black as night. I'll throw you a torch. Let there be light. Look for bones along your way, after all. In the end, you'll have some benefit from your fall.
Hilarious. Holy shit, it is dark in here.
Damn it! That sword isn't here. Now what? I'll take another look around here.
It's like, why did it get dark?
Maybe it's somewhere nearby. This must be Sir Valentine. And he has a sword. Maybe I could just forge one like it, since the real one is nowhere to be found.
Ooh. Yeah. Gravedigger? Have you seen Morticius?
I'm looking for the keeper of the local chapel. His name's Morticius, a wispy fellow. Speaks in verse. I did some work for him, but he disappeared just as he was about to pay me.
Youngster, you ought to sleep more and drink less. Otherwise, you'll come to a bad end.
What do you mean by that?
Morticius was the keeper of the ossuary, all right. Only he died before you was even born.
What? Morticius is dead?
As sure as there's a God in heaven.
But I spoke to him. He wouldn't stop babbling in verse.
For Christ's sake, old Morticius couldn't even read, let alone compose verses. Are you sure you weren't imagining it?
Very sure. I have to find him. He owes me for the work I did.
Go back to the ossuary, then. You'll find him lying in the crypt alongside the other dead monks. Wait, what did this fellow want from you, anyway?
I had to tidy up all the bones in the chapel and arrange them into pyramids.
What? You fooled around in my chapel? May the Lord protect you if you've done any ungodly business in there. Come now, show me. What in God's name? You did all this by yourself?
Well, yes.
Well, friend, you're quite the worker. What a mess this place was. I'll keep it like this. People from all over the land will come here just to see this.
Well, that's nice and all. But I don't suppose you'll pay me for it, will you?
You suppose correctly. A job well done should be a reward enough for you.
Wow. Spooky. Campsite. A small campfire by the road. 2 men are wrestling barehanded. They're shouting and encouraging each other.
bought a lovely... Huh?
Don't we have a drink?
I'll be glad to have a drink with you fellows.
That's precisely what young Petska and me are doing here. We like to roll dice too.
Well, I'll be more than happy to play with you. But first, I need to know who you are.
No worries there. I'm Bohush. Me and Petska here are just honest-to-goodness labourers.
You don't look like laborers. I can smell horse sweat on you.
You smell of horse sweat, yet I see no horses.
Look, no disrespect. We may not be labourers, true, but we're no crooks neither. In short, we look for horses, for a very well-heeled mistress. But only strays, that's all.
So, horse traders for hire?
Yeah, something like that. But we're pretty bored right now, and we're at a loose end.
Not that it's any of my concern, but you don't look like labourers to me. What's with the weapons?
Well, the roads can be very perilous nowadays, so it's good to have a piece of steel for protection, right? Luckily, it usually only takes a well-aimed smack or a couple of punches, and I can lay anyone out with my bare hands.
I'll wager with you I can take you down.
You say you're good at wrestling?
Oh, yeah. I could show you if you want.
Well, I'll wager I'm a better fighter than you any day, Bohush.
You're on. I'll gladly smash you up and earn some coin in the process. Yeah.
Four, five, six.
Fuck, that was well fought. Here's your coin as promised. We're even, right?
Nice fight. A nicer coin. Goodbye, Bohush.
Can I beat up your friend too?
Ah!
Hand-to-hand training, baby. Just trying to take out a weapon? You're just gonna club me?
My respects.
Happy weekend, man. How you doing?
I've changed my mind. I'll join the guild.
Well then, good choice, brother.
What needs to be done?
We're not particular about formalities. Let's just have a beer, and then you're one of us.
Here's to the guild.
To the guild! That reminds me, I'd like to throw a feast for the poor. The bigger the better.
Didn't you say you were just ordinary people with no money?
We are. And this is where Sigismund comes in. Because he's going to pay for the feast out of his own pocket.
That was a good one. How are you going to make that happen?
Me? No. You'll make it all happen. Listen carefully. Sigismund seized land down in the valley near Pach and built his personal warehouse on it, right under our noses as a provocation. There he stores fancy foods and gifts for his commanders, and for that red-bearded gob of his, sausages, smoked meats, foreign spices, and more. Fancy delicacies from Italy, Hungary, Slavonia, and all the other shitholes where he owns land, while we're eating porridge and cabbage all the time. You will steal all the food you can carry from that warehouse, and as a nice token, you will leave there... Let's see... What would you leave there?
Cabbage? Stones? Money? Nothing. Cabbage.
That cabbage you said you were eating all the time?
Brilliant! Get at least one head from the greengrocer and leave it there for Sigismund. Let him eat for once what we have in our bowls almost every day. But I'm warning you right now, no violence. Don't even think about slitting anyone's throat in that warehouse. The job isn't to punish some poor sod on guard duty. Is that clear?
Got it. What should I do with the stolen food?
You'll give it to the beggars. Let them feast like kings for once. It's not hard to find poor people
I like
in the
this
town.
mission. I thought
Just
these
go
were
to
bad
the
guys.
gates or churches, and you'll surely come across some. There
I mean, they are
also
bad guys.
tents
I
full
like
of them in
bad.
Miner Street, Church Street, or Cobbler Street. When you're done, come and see me, and we'll figure out what to do next.
I like it.
Sigismund will be fucking livid he can't enjoy his fine sausages. Can I expect any help from you?
If you need some tools, stop by Knuckles. That's all I can help you with.
Well, turn in 1.7 million bounties. Those space cups are helpful to steal kills from. Dude, I'm telling you, Mysterian, go into Has Res 5 or High, and then, or Hazardous, and attack the ones already being attacked. I go in there, I K-War and scan while they're fighting, and then I pick the one that's losing and I kill him. And then once you get an encounter, you can be the bully.
All right, I'll head out.
Good luck. Yeah, friend.
Come here for a word.
Careful. Apparently, the city council.
You're new here, aren't you? Has Chenyek talked the head off you already?
We spoke.
I'll give you some good advice to start with. Don't listen to his bollocks about a fairer society and the honourable struggle for a better tomorrow. It's just bullshit to mess with newcomers like you. By the way, they call me Knuckles.
Ethan, thank you for the bits. It sounded convincing.
It sounded pretty convincing to me.
Aye. Chenyek can sweet-talk people like no other. I mean, Chenyek talks about sharing stuff fairly and how we don't do it for the money. But you know what? It's horseshit. It's every man for himself down here, even if they say otherwise. And Chenyek just gives it such a nice polish.
Are you saying he lied to me?
More like, he didn't tell you the whole truth. I heard from friends that Sigismund has a bottle of very fine wine somewhere in his warehouse. The kind of wine that you don't often see in these parts. I have a buyer for it. So if you bring it to me, I'll give you half the coin he's paying for it.
Well, I'll stick to what Chenyek told me. I'm not complicating it by stealing wine.
Well, that's a shame.
Chenyek said you could give me some gear, too.
All that talk about equality, brotherhood. But when it comes to lockpicks, I'm supposed to give you stuff from my own stash. Here's something you might find useful.
Thank you.
I'll steal that wine. Shit. I thought the plan was to... Man, I misheard that one, but that's okay. New quest still?
Tell me about yourself. Where are you from, and what brought you here?
Don't you have anything better to do than listen to that kind of rubbish? All right. I'm from Kuttenberg, son of a tailor. I studied at the university in Prague and met a lot of interesting people there. And let me tell you this. The wisest people in this kingdom know a big change is coming.
You mean that reformation you like to talk about?
A great wind will come and sweep away that which has no firm roots. Then the rain comes and moistens the soil so that new grain can grow on it.
Could you stop with the metaphors?
You're not stupid. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. There's not much more I could tell you about myself. Except maybe when this is all over and we've established this brave new world, I will return to my studies.
I'm interested in the Guild.
Plato or Aristotle?
The Guild.
Right. Are you interested in our ideals or the group in general? Generally speaking, we are just ordinary peasants. Paupers, beggars, common rabble. At least that's what they like to call us. The lowest of the townsfolk. But if we're the dregs of the city, we still hold our bare arses high and have a passion for a good cause in our hearts. Farewell, my friend.
Hello, ladies. Looks super chill in here. What's wrong?
Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
I mean, you should
Good
work.
afternoon.
I heard you're having some problems.
I hear you're having some problems with the city council.
Has word got round already? Oh, wonderful.
What's going on?
The leeches have run out of ideas who to bleed dry, so they've come up with a new tax on us.
What tax?
They paid to hide.
The clean tax, they call it. One bathhouse in Kuttenberg will be chosen that won't have to pay into the city coffers. The official municipal bathhouse, they're going to call it. But they'll slap the clean tax on the rest of us and bleed us dry.
Do you already know which baths they'll choose? As a municipal bathhouse? Couldn't it be yours?
I'd have to be friends with the councillors for them to vote for me. But do you know who has votes for sure?
Adam, I'd reckon.
That's right. And when he gets special status, I'll be ruined by the tax and have to close.
It almost sounds like that's no accident.
You find it fishy as well, eh?
Do you think he's behind it?
He couldn't do something like this on his own. But he does have one special customer. Councillor Jerome Naz. That man has half the council under his thumb. And Adam treats him like a king. The best girls, the best wine. And he's never had to pay a single groschen, believe me.
So Adam is buying him?
Exactly. And I bet he was the one who came up with the clean tax. Extra coin. No councillor will say no to that.
Is there anything we can do?
I don't know. These last days I've been trying to persuade at least some councillors to vote for me. But without Naz's supporters, it won't do me much good.
How many councillors will vote for you?
How many of them promised to vote for you?
A few. But even those are not certain. The leeches are happy to take your coin and promise you the world. But how they'll vote, only God knows.
I'd love to help, but I don't have time.
Well, what if this Naz had a nasty experience in Adam's bathhouse? Maybe he and Adam wouldn't be so close anymore.
That might not be a bad idea. If he thought they couldn't care less about him, maybe he'd give my bathhouse a try.
Right. So what are we going to do to him?
I'd try asking the wenches at Adams. They're bound to know the councillor's likes and dislikes.
Right. I'll try to spoil his day somehow.
Thanks very much. It's wonderful you're willing to help. But please, don't leave it too long. It's not long till the council meets, and I need to win over those votes before then.
Can we get a new fit? New cut?
Lord be with you. A cut and a shave, please.
What are we thinking, guys? We've been doing Knight Errant so far. Look ridiculous. What are we thinking, guys? Anybody got favorites? This is almost what I used to have. Mullet Henry's iconic. You gonna keep the mullet? All right, well, what about change up the mustache? Horseshoe, maybe? There we go.
You clean up well.
It gets longer the deadlier we get. This is the bathhouse. It's so convenient to go in here. Mullet plus horseshoe. I'm here to talk to some bitches.
Greetings. What do you want?
Do German merchants come here?
Do you get a lot of German merchants here?
We used to. From all over the place.
Yeah, I got that yesterday, and we had to fully close the
But
game.
there ain't so many these days, unfortunately.
How come?
I don't know, but it's a pity. Merchants tend to have bulging purses.
You like
They'll
bulging
come back,
purses,
though.
don't you?
There's one German here right now, as it happens. Udo, he's called. But that's all I can tell you about him. He ain't interested in our services.
He just drinks here.
Drinks and plays dice. Almost every evening.
Thanks.
You're welcome. But stick around and spend some coin. So I ain't telling you this for nothing.
Stuff in Gen Chat. Some news from the Beijing live stream.
Do you know Jerome Naz? He's a Kuttenberg councillor. And they say he comes here now and again.
Of course I know him. Me and the girls look after him like one of our own.
What services do you give him?
Ooh, wouldn't you
Regarding
like
SC?
to know? All the girls do their own bit. We make certain Councillor Naz gets the best treatment.
And what do you do?
Wouldn't you like to know? But you need to make it worth my while.
Of course. How much do you want?
Coin won't catch me a husband. But a pretty dress, that might do it.
I'll try to get hold of one.
I look forward to it.
Quality assets and entities. Hans.
God be with you.
Do you know Jerome Naz,
Nas.
the councillor?
Aye, he's the one we had to change the tub for. I know who he is.
Why did he change his tub?
I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. It was a terrible disaster.
Ard, Counselor Naz sent me. Ooh. Ard, don't make me angry. Will you tell me for a couple of groschen haggle I have to go leave? What, do I need night gear for this one? Is that how this works? Speech
You can
build!
tell me. Councillor Naz sent me to check up on things here.
Uh-huh. And he didn't tell you what happened here?
No. He said I'd find out everything here. I'm supposed to measure it and, well, check it.
Right. If that's what Councillor Naz wants.
What happened to the tub?
We had these fleas. Like, lots of them.
Oh, I see.
It was terrible. We had to scrub the bathhouse top to bottom and wash or burn everything.
A Mantis fighter
and
variant?
Naz found out and wanted his
Oh,
tub
that's cool.
changed. Said he wouldn't use one that was crawling with fleas.
How did the fleas get in here?
Most likely some beggar broke in one night and partook of the bathhouse services. He left some flea-ridden rags lying about, and all of a sudden they were everywhere.
One rag is enough to infest the whole bathhouse.
You can't get rid of them.
Interesting. What did Naz say about the fleas? Was he angry?
Adam talked to him about it, but I could hear him ranting and raving. I heard he threatened to take his custom elsewhere and said the whole city council would turn against us. And we all got it in the neck from Adam and all.
Where is the new tub?
Where the old one used to be, upstairs. But it's got new curtains now, made from this lovely embroidered fabric. And we put this nice cupboard next to it where Councillor Naz's towels, bath hose, wine goblets, and all that stuff are kept.
I see Adam really pampers him.
Aye, he does. He's our best customer.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
Are you going to check the tub then?
Well, I can see you take excellent care of the councillor, so it won't be necessary. Bye for now.
Interesting. Beth. Ita.
What would you like?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Do I know him? That fucker is the bane of our lives. Why are you even looking for an idiot like him?
He knows some things that I'd like to know too.
What would he know? A mangy vagabond?
Do you know where he might be?
How should I know? If I knew, I'd have told Adam long ago. He'd wring the bastard's neck in a trice. Last week alone, he robbed 3 of our customers. All German.
Why does he rob Germans?
Why does he choose to rob Germans?
A German merchant always has more coin in his purse than a Czech one. Haven't you noticed that?
Okay.
Could you tell me where exactly he robbed the customers?
Hard to say. You know how it is. Drunk and merry gents who can hardly walk. But it usually happens somewhere near the Black Horse, and in those lanes there. The bastard stays clear of the main streets. For good reason.
Have you got any German customers here now?
What do you think? No, because words got round. Except Udo. He couldn't care less, it seems.
And is Udo here now?
Of course. He's playing dice, like every evening. I don't know why he comes here of all places. All he cares about is drink and dice.
You know Goatskin's seeing one of your girls?
What? Nonsense. I mean, I wouldn't put anything past my girls, but I can't believe they choose to hang out with a vagabond like that.
That's what I heard.
Everyone badmouths whores. You know what it's like. Nobody stands up for them. But if it's true, then as soon as I found out who, she'll be out on her arse.
I'll be going.
Thanks.
Stir up a little drama.
I'll be going.
You're welcome. And have a word with Adam if you really want to find your Goatskin. He's the owner. I reckon he'd be keen to find him too.
Okay.
Trinken. Herzlich willkommen.
Introduce yourself.
Greetings.
What? Wer bist du?
I'm Heinrich von Skalitz.
Heinrich.
I'm Udo from Taubisch. Nein, Tauberhofs, Heim. Scheiße. Aus Tauberbischofsheim.
Aha. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Herr Udo.
Ebenfalls. Spielst du Würfel? Dice. You want to play?
Do you know a Goatskin?
Ein gutes Kind? A good child? Yes. I have 5 at home.
No. Goat skin.
Ah, yeah. I know one merchant. Very good leader.
That's not what I'm looking for. What are you doing in Kuttenberg?
Earning Geld. Everyone here wants my Holz.
Holz?
Holz. Wood.
You bring wood here?
Yeah. But not just any wood. Rare. Exotic. For decoration. Decoration.
I didn't expect to meet a German who sells wood.
There. You see? Neither did I.
Where is it you're from, Goodman?
God in Himmel. I have already told you. Aus Tauber. Nein. Tauber bis Hofsisam.
Ah, right. What's it like there?
Long.
I don't really understand.
Exakt. Ich auch nicht. Also, lange. Very long.
Okay.
Let's play some dice.
Ja, sehr gut. Und einen guten Abend für dich.
All right, what we got here? We got a ton now. Gross.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Got a lot of tooth dye. That's kind of gross. Okay. Let's do that. Let's try this.
Let's play. Mal sehen, wer heute Abend Glück hat.
Trinken. I want to drink.
Listen, Udo from...
Aus Tauberbischofsheim. Bitte?
It's been a pleasure, Goodman.
Klar. For me too. Viel Erfolg, Heinrich.
Christ, what a day that was.
Listen, Udo...
Aus Tauber...
Let's play some dice.
Ja.
What?
Einen guten Abend für dich.
Confirm.
Heute werde ich Glück haben. I can feel it in my bones.
May God give you health.
Let's drink. To your health and mine.
Certainly turning out something.
Come and take a swig, sweetheart.
Like this.
What he's got.
Here. Mein Gott, your turn.
Damn, 1, 2, 3, 4. If only that was something, huh?
Hey, Hanson. Come have a drink.
Continue. Be amusing as heck to get rolled by the drunk.
Come on, come and have a sip. First you'll have a sip, then I'll have a
Das
sip.
ist nicht möglich. Verdammt nochmal. So, shall we play?
No thanks. I've had enough.
Ha!
Come and have a sip with me.
Okay. Cool.
Nectar. And then maybe something good.
You're pouring drinks?
Have you got anything good to drink here?
Of course I do, handsome. Would you like some? And then maybe we can have a bit of fun. How about it?
Meaty Mary? Give it here.
Yeah, I'll have a drink.
Here you go. Cheers.
Oof. Some strong stuff. What is it?
It'll make you feel real good. But now I'm interested in something else, handsome. How'd you like to have a little fun?
Why not? While I'm here. Only my throat is still burning like hell.
Sick, that was free.
Bugger. I maybe shouldn't have had that last beer. I wonder if Goatskin is around here somewhere. Oh shit. Did I say that out loud? Maybe I am a little drunk. I won't go to the woods. I won't go to the woods. I won't walk to the woods. I won't go to the woods. I won't go to the woods. I won't walk to the woods. I heard Councillor Naz is one of your customers. Is that true?
Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I can't share our secrets with you, can I?
Speech build!
Ah, I see. You don't know anything about that.
I know everything.
Yeah, definitely. I think you've never even seen Naz.
Yes, I have. I'm the only one who's allowed to prepare him wine. Nobody else is allowed to even touch his cask.
He has his own special drink.
Special and expensive. Adam gets it from... Actually, I don't know where he gets it from, but it's from somewhere far away. I secretly tasted it once, and it was...
Horrible?
I suppose my tongue isn't refined enough.
Is there anything Naz doesn't like? Something you're forbidden from doing?
Doesn't like?
Lunches and alcohol.
I don't know.
He's never complained about anything? Never been unhappy about something?
Oh, he can't stomach herbs, actually. I recently brought some chamomile brew to his bath to give him a compress on his eyes. But the drunk Burke drank it when I wasn't looking. He came out in nasty rashes. Horrible it was.
Chamomile, you say? Interesting. Is Naz's wine stored properly? If it's so precious, it'd be a shame if it's spoiled.
It's kept in the pantry with the other casks. But this one stands on these tall legs. Adam's afraid of it splashing on the floor when it's being poured, or something.
Oh, that makes sense, if it's so precious. I have to go now. But thanks. You've been a great help.
What with?
That's not important.
Pleased to be of service, you man of mystery.
La la.
See you later.
Greetings. Can't it wait till morning?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. I heard he sometimes comes here.
Aye, he turns up now and again. The louse. The bastard's ruining my business. 2 of my customers refused to come here again after
I really
he
like
robbed
her
them
outfit.
one night.
That's not very nice.
Go back!
And you wouldn't have some
No,
idea where I
wrong
might
way!
find Goatskin, would you? I reckon it'd suit you if you packed it in.
You bet it would. But if I knew where to find him, I'd wring his neck myself. That bitch Mary's bound to know, though. She denies it, but we all know she's walking out with him.
Doesn't sound like you're very fond of her.
I thought you Bathhouse girls stuck together. What have you got against Mary?
There's a limit to everything. As soon as you mess with someone's livelihood, you ain't no sister to anyone. She can marry that cripple for all I care, but when he robs our guests and ruins our reputation, she should grab him by the balls herself and... oh, never mind.
Is that all you know about Goatskin?
Ain't that enough for you? I'm not here to know stuff, in case you hadn't realised.
Thanks then. I'll be off.
If you find him, give him a slap from me.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. You haven't heard of him by any chance?
Everyone knows him. He's got a bit of a reputation, and not a good one.
How many girls
Any
work
idea where
here?
I might find him?
No chance. I keep my distance from the likes of Goatskin. Maybe someone at the Black Horse knows him? The miners there sometimes keep company with vagabonds like him.
Thanks. I want to ask about that councillor, Jerome Naz.
I know you do, but what about my dress?
I'll try to get hold of one.
I look forward to it.
God damn it.
Farewell, my friend.
I think we need to sneak in here. All right, looks like we're doing a little bit of nighttime thievery. Okay, nothing was in here.
Let's hope he enjoys the herbs.
Better check elsewhere.
Schönen Tag. Was willst du, mein Herr?
Weird. Trespassing there, but not in this one.
Master Menhart, the sword is at the town hall.
Wunderbar, Heinrich. Let's go right now. It will not take long before the Kuttenbergers hear of this.
Sure, I'll go with you.
Natürlich. Just do not forget to pretend you are surprised.
Oh no. I'm gonna have to book it.
Fucking thieves. No, no. We can't take it back now. We'd look like fools.
Na, was haben wir denn hier? I see the
Wunderbar.
Kuttenberg Bruderschaft has made a challenge to combat.
So, I see you have endlich worked up the courage to face us in public.
There's no need for mocking, Menhart. We've made our challenge, as you can see.
Wunderbar. Das freut uns.
Genau. We accept your challenge.
Well, since we've arrived at this point, listen up. It's time to put an end to this bickering. Besides, it will only benefit our town if the best of the sword-fighting masters takes charge here. So, whoever emerges as the victor of your tournament shall win the right to lead the sword-fighting brothership here. That will bring a just close to this whole affair.
Bei allen Heiligen, you have decided wisely, Fridush. It will be seen that it is we who were right from the start.
No way. You can't do this, Fridush. We set up the sword-fighting brotherhood. Stay out of it.
Reinhardt is right. I don't doubt the counselor.
You said yourself that we shouldn't go against the will of the council. And Fridush here is a councillor, isn't he?
Shut up. This is a matter for the burghers.
Calm yourself, friend. It's not such a big deal, is it? We'll compete honestly against these Germans, and then we'll finally have peace from them.
All right, Nicholas. Let's show them Deutschers how we sword fight here. Because we ain't afraid of no one. You want combat? You'll get it. 3 members of our brotherhood will fight with 3 of yours. Each will have a bout with all
That card.
3 opponents.
Oh no, he's
and we'll
ready.
see who
He's
wins
there
the
for me.
most.
They're all there
Oh,
for me.
Schwindler. You know there are only 2 of us.
I agree with Emerem's proposal.
Kein Problem, Arne. We also have one
They're
promising
sneaking
student,
into this
nicht wahr?
cutscene.
Richtig. I'll fight on Menhard's side.
Gut, Heinrich. Gut.
Agreed then. The duels will begin when you're all ready, with long swords and in gambesons. And don't delay getting started.
I'm so fucked.
Don't you worry. We'll crush them Deutschers in a jiffy.
Ha! You have no chance gegen uns.
I look forward to crossing swords with you, Meister Menhard.
Ja, ich auch. Komm, Heinrich. We must prepare for the Fechten.
Saved!
So, Heinrich, you have heard it yourself. Some good news, finally. We shall engage the Kuttenberger and confirm our privilege from King Wenzel to operate here our sword-fighting Bruderschaft. And it is all due to you. Danke, Heinrich.
Man, could you imagine
can count
like
on
4
me,
guards
Menhard.
walking in?
It will be an honor to fight by your side and enforce the will of our King Wenceslas.
Genau, Heinrich. But first, we must make you one of us and accept you into our Bruderschaft.
All right? Is that a problem?
Nein, nein. You must only take an oath and undergo a test. We cannot just take everyone. That is our Regel. You must
already
show
beat
that you
you.
have some skill with a Schwert and that you will not bring us shame in the Gefecht. So we know that you will not lose your life in combat.
Surely that's not necessary. After all, I defeated you the first time we met, remember?
Na ja, you are right. Herrgott, you must have been sehr glücklich. But you fought well, yes?
Right for
And
their
you
gouache.
showed that you have some skill. So, we can receive you into our Bruderschaft sofort.
Menhard, there's this one thing. Before Friedrich and the rest came, I won our duel in town.
Das stimmt. Fortuna smiled on you. You would not have the same luck again, be assured. But it is true. You won fair and square. And because I am fair too, here are your Groschen.
Danke, Menhard. What's it like in Germany?
Ach, viel Politik, was sonst? It is better to avoid it. Everyone in the Reich watches only their own interest. Die Kurfürsten most of all. And the Kaiser, who would
Scared
bring
of it, the
Ordnung?
Schwert.
There is none now. And what is more, there are 2 Päpste. One in Rome and one in Avignon in Frankreich. There is confusion in the Imperium now.
Tell me about where you're from. Frankfurt.
Die freie Reichsstadt Frankfurt is a huge and glorious city. 3-mal bigger than Kuttenberg. Tall steeples, rich houses, strong walls, beautiful Kirchen, and große Messen. The Emperor Karl der Große himself founded it. There is no more lovely Stadt under the sun.
What's this righteous state?
Freie Reichsstadt? It means we are directly subject to the Kaiser. More rights for uns, Bürger. Better status in the Reich. Something like Kuttenberg. That is also directly under the crown. But in Frankfurt, der König der Römer is usually elected.
Große Messen. Big mess.
Nein! Big markets, like you never have seen. Not even in Prague are there such. Goods come to Frankfurt from far and wide, especially fabrics. You can find better nowhere.
My word. I'd love to see that one day.
KCD3.
He who has not been in Frankfurt does not know what a city is. City air brings freedom, and nowhere more than in Frankfurt.
Well, well. One town is not like another.
Genau.
How is it with your sword-fighting brotherhood?
Naja, in Frankfurt are the greatest Meister of all martial arts. Jeder weiß das. Whatever weapon or technique you can think of, wir Frankfurter know it. Glaub mir. If anyone does not believe me, I will challenge him to a duel. That is also why your King Wenzel came to us when he was looking for gute Fechter.
Well, King Wenceslas would certainly know who to choose. I wouldn't dream of disagreeing. Tell me something about yourself, Menhard.
So ask.
What does a master sword fighter like you actually do? I mean, apart from teaching the art, of course.
The same as here. According to the rules of the Frankfurter Bruderschaft, I travel and establish Schwertkampfschule and also see Fechter in other lands and improve my art. Sometimes I also am hired to fight a duel for someone else.
Duel?
Or prepare someone for such a duel.
Tell me, have you ever been in a famous duel?
Yeah. I went to Lombardy to see how they are good with sword there, because I heard they have good Meister. And it is true.
Duel.
I crossed swords in Milan with Meister Luca Beneventi. The Prince of Milan came to watch our Gefecht, and also many of the lords there. We fought with Langschwert, sword and shield, and pole arms, and also Ringen. First in armor, then in light clothing.
My word. Did you win?
Nein, it was undecided. But the Prince of Milan gave us both fine horses and much Geld. He said he had never seen such a nice Gefecht.
Menhard, I'd like to join your brotherhood.
Certainly. Let us go somewhere more geeignet, so it has some class. Each new member must pay for acceptance. But in your case, since you have helped us, I will relieve you of that obligation.
Danke, Menhard.
And now, the oath. Arne will be the witness.
I will be honored.
Kneel, Heinrich.
Oh,
Hör
shit.
gut zu. Do you solemnly swear that you shall act honorably and justly, and that you shall not bring shame upon your name or mine, or bring disgrace to the sword-fighting Bruderschaft, that you shall defend and adorn the reputation of the Bruderschaft and its rules, and that you shall heed my word in these matters, that you shall diligently train in the art of the Langschwert, and not allow yourself to be shamed in combat, that you shall thus act for the greater glory of our Bruderschaft and our martial art. Place your hand on this sword and swear.
By our good King Wenceslas, I do so swear.
Stand as one of us. Heinrich, I hereby name you my student in the art of sword fighting.
Oh, shit. Almost kind of knighted.
All honor to you, Heinrich. It is good that you have come among us.
And now listen to your first lesson and always remember this principle. It is not important to strike, but to strike and wound.
I'll remember that, Menhard.
Gut, Heinrich. I shall make a great Fechter out of you one day. Let me know when you are ready. We will get to work and cross swords with the Kuttenbergers.
Holy shit, so lucky. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Man. We'll have that on our side here. Cool. Not too shabby.
Greetings, sir.
Hey, if I needed something, let's say, really filthy, covered in fleas, got any ideas?
What are you getting at? Why are you asking me? Do I look like I'm an expert on fleas to you?
No.
Fuck off.
Lord be with you.
Hey, if I needed something, let's say, really filthy, covered in fleas, Got any ideas?
What are you getting at? Why are you asking me? Do I look like I'm an expert on fleas to you?
No.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
My respects.
This might sound strange, but I need some flea-ridden rags. Got any ideas?
You've come to the right place, then. I know all there is
Speech
to know
build!
about fleas, but only if you give me a few groschen. Times are hard. Fleas are hard to come by.
Sure.
Here you are.
Harvest your own dog's fleas.
Thank you kindly, young man. Take a look here in the corner by the wall. There's a lot of rubbish there, and I recently saw just the kind of blanket you need. Swarming with fleas it was.
Mother effer!
It'll be there somewhere.
Thanks.
That 36 gold. That's what I get. Oh, I didn't even check over here. It was behind him?
You're always welcome here.
Come on. Crawl all over it. And bite to your heart's content.
To hear it. Well, when I wash their hair, what did I come in? Greetings. Do you need something?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. I heard he sometimes comes here.
Aye, he turns up now and again. The louse. The bastard's ruining my business.
Really, for food the beggars is a quest item from the quest Feast for the Poor.
After he robbed them one night.
Oh,
That's not very nice.
Spartan,
And you wouldn't have some
I
idea where I might
see.
find
You're the
Goatskin,
best.
would you? I reckon it'd suit you if you packed it in.
You bet it would. But if I knew where to find him, I'd wring his neck myself. That bitch Mary's bound to know, though. She denies it, but we all know she's walking out with him.
I thought you Bathhouse girls stuck together. What have you got against Mary?
There's a limit to everything. As soon as you mess with someone's livelihood, you ain't no sister to anyone. She can marry that cripple for all I care, but when he robs our guests and ruins our reputation, she should grab him by the balls herself and... oh, never mind.
What color are her eyes? Whose eyes?
Is that all you know about Goatskin?
Ain't that enough for you? I'm not here to know stuff, in case you hadn't realised.
Thanks then. I'll be off.
If you find him, give him a slap from me. God be with you, sir.
I like her outfit. Is it? Mary! Two eyes. Was that
be with
two
you,
eyes,
sir.
two colors?
I'm looking for Goatskin. Do you know him?
My, you're a good-looking fella. What would I want with some goat skin when I've got a handsome young buck right here in front of me? I couldn't care less about your goat skin.
But I do. And the girls here tell me you know him quite well.
So, you're not here to have a good time. Shame. I know Goatskin, but don't expect me to tell you anything. He's lying low, and for good reason. You ain't the first to come looking for him.
Why is he hiding? Who from?
Yeah, she ain't here to know stuff.
He's never far from trouble. Goes with his trade, doesn't it?
Where is he hiding?
I don't know. And even if I did, I don't see why I should tell you. That's why he's hiding. So strangers like you don't find him.
Oh, speech build? I'm his relative? Do I look like a scoundrel? Hard. It'll be better if you tell me. How about some coin? Speech build!
Come on now. I'm no stranger. Goatskin is my cousin.
Oh, really? And where are you from?
From, Svietiec.
Nice try. Goatskin ain't
Shit.
from there. He's from Schlan.
Yeah. I meant to say Schlan.
He mentioned he had a cousin who's a bit soft in the head, but it seems to me
You getting a
more
version
like
two?
you're up to something tricky. You're not the first or last fella who tried it on with me. Now excuse me. I need to stop by the seamstress, and you are in my way.
Greetings to you.
I'm looking for a fella...
There's plenty of fellas come to me looking to see some skin. But you're the first who wants Goatskin. I've heard the name, though. He's some vagabond who hangs around the Black Horse, ain't he?
Aye, that's him. Any idea where I might find him?
I don't mix with his sort, so I reckon I can't help you.
Islands
I could help
build!
you with other things, though.
Those 5 thanks for the biddies,
Go
dude.
and see Madame Beata, and we can come to an arrangement. God bless you, sir.
Good day.
I have more questions about Goatskin.
Again?
Have you got any German customers here now?
What do you think? No, because words got round. Except Udo. He couldn't care less, it seems.
And is Udo here now?
No, it's too early for him. He usually comes later in the evening. I reckon he only comes here when other alehouses kick him out.
Nita?
Good day, sir.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. You haven't heard of him by any chance?
Everyone knows him. He's got a bit of a reputation, and not a good one.
Any idea where I might find him?
No chance. I keep my distance from the likes of Goatskin. Maybe someone at the Black Horse knows him? The miners there sometimes keep company with vagabonds like him.
Thanks. I want to ask about that councillor, Jerome Naz.
I know you do, but what about my dress?
I've got a dress for you, just like you wanted.
Oh, lovely. Let's see. Wow, it's gorgeous.
It's all yours. Now, what can you tell me about Naz and his visits?
Of course. It's the same every time. I go upstairs to prepare a bath for him. It can't be too hot or too cold. And then Adam gives me this fragrant oil, and I have to mix that in.
That's some special treatment, isn't it?
We don't do that for anyone else. I hear it's awfully expensive, but only the best for Councillor Naz. Well, that's what Adam says.
I understand.
Well, then he has his bath, eats and drinks and discusses important issues with Adam and the other wealthy guests. And then he usually goes home or stays on with some girl. It depends.
You said Naz talks to Adam during bathing. What about? Do you know?
No, I don't. I don't listen to them. Boring stuff, usually. About the city council, about money, blah, blah, blah. I mind my own business.
Could you show me the fragrant oil?
I ain't got it. Adam's really careful with it, so he only gives it to me when Councillor Naz comes. Then he locks it up somewhere in his room upstairs.
What does the oil look like? Is it in some picture?
No, it's small. A little bottle with a cork. A bit like perfume.
Expensive.
Aye, and it's got something painted on it.
Something like colourful flowers?
That's right. How do you know?
I remembered seeing something like that, actually.
Aha.
Well, I must be off now. But thanks.
Thank you for the dress. It was good to see you, my friend.
I was at Adam's bathhouse.
And how did it go? Tell me.
I asked about Naz, and let's say he won't feel as comfortable there as he used to.
That sounds good. At least he might be willing to talk to me now.
Oh, so I don't forget, I brought you something. This is some precious oil they mix into his bath. He's crazy about it, it seems. So you can surprise him when he turns up here.
That's great. Thank you.
What are we going to do now? Wait.
Well, there's one more councillor we could get on our side.
Who?
Councillor Tuchmacher. Apparently, some nobleman accused him of swindling his customers, and he has some problems now, or something like that. If you go to him and ask, maybe he'd appreciate some help.
Who is this Tuchmacher?
Tuchmacher.
What else do you know about him?
What, master?
He's a master tailor and draper. He has a shop in Town Hall Street.
Maker.
And he's one of the councillors who's likely to vote for Adam.
And it definitely
he was
robbed
always
him.
A bastard.
You know each other?
It depends on what you mean. We had a bit of a row some years back, and he's pissed off.
You're
with me.
stealing the whole
I'd
town.
never have
Hey,
thought that
some of
Moran
the
would be on
town.
the council.
Till I need
What about
everyone's
the other
stuff, then maybe
councillors?
eventually.
Have you spoken to any?
I've given bribes and promised favors, but nothing is certain. Unless Naz is eating out of the palm of my hand, we need every vote we can get.
All right. I'll go and see him and find out what's up.
Oh, and when I said we had a bit of a row, maybe it'd be best not to say I sent you. He might not take kindly to it.
All right. Don't worry.
Greetings. I'll be with you in just a moment.
I heard you're having trouble with some noblemen.
What's that got to do with you?
Nothing. But maybe I could help you.
And you just feel like helping me, do you? Because you've got a big heart? I don't buy it. What's your game?
Do the municipal bathhouse and the clean tax mean anything to you?
Of course. I'm a member of the Kuttenberg Council.
So, when you're going to choose the bathhouse, I need you to vote for the Kingfisher.
Why are you interested in bathhouses?
There's coin at stake.
Let's say it's in my interest if they make a profit. I contributed to the furnishings, and I expect to get a return on that soon.
Oh, I see what you mean. Aye, why not? If you can help me, my vote is yours, but only if you succeed.
It's a deal. What's it all about then?
I had a bit of a quarrel with Sir Jan of Leschin, and I need someone young and strong to take my place in a duel.
You're gonna fight?
You'll do the fighting, and that will settle our dispute. Do you agree?
Have you had this kind of problem with customers before?
Never! I've never had any complaints before this. I had a good reputation in Kuttenberg, and now I'm disgraced.
Jan, I wonder if he has a onesie.
What did you quarrel
It's a
about?
mesh onesie.
Just a silly
Hoodie onesie, okay?
misunderstanding. Some
Hey, listen,
nobleman's
good morning, buddy.
servant ordered a coat for his lord, except he kept urging me, and I ran out of the right fabric. So I used a different fabric in some places, and the lord noticed and accused me of swindling him.
Well, you did, didn't you?
What was I supposed to do? I'd also have been in trouble if I didn't deliver it on time.
All right. What happened next?
I wanted the bailiff to adjudicate, because I'm on good terms with him. But the nobleman insisted it to be resolved under the law of the realm, because the city law doesn't apply to him. And that means settling the dispute under the watchful eyes of God, by combat.
What are the rules of the duel?
Morning.
You don't need to worry. It's not to the death.
What weapons?
Well, as I'm not a nobleman, I'm not allowed to use a sword. But you can use a mace, flail, or a hunting sword.
Oh, great. And armor?
No plate armor.
And the nobleman?
He can have everything. Sword and armor.
That's hardly a fair fight.
That's by the by, though. If I'm in the right, you'll beat him even with a stick. God's hand will guide you.
Well, I hope so. It won't be my first duel, so why not?
Oh, God.
I'll take your place.
I'm glad I've found someone with courage.
Where's the duel going to take place?
The dueling spot is secret. It's out of town, so we'll go there together. If you're ready, we can set off right away.
We're going to close up shop.
Let's go.
Oh. Oh, yeah, they're going to try to kill me. Oh, no, it's a
I'm
duel.
here like we agreed, sir.
Tuchmacher. Who's this with you?
My champion. He's going to fight in my name.
Sir?
I would laugh in your face here and now, but that wouldn't be chivalrous. So I'll just ask if you're ready, lad.
I'm ready.
You have to say it's of your own free will.
I, Henry of Skalitz, fully aware of all the risks, am prepared to represent Tuchmacher in combat to restore his honor, and I shall win or lose in his name. Let God's will decide the outcome.
If you fight as well as you speak, you could be a worthy opponent. I was afraid Tuchmacher would beg for forgiveness. Shall we begin?
Beach build!
I see you're fully kitted out to fight me, sir.
Are you objecting?
No. But I have to be practically naked while you're in full armor. That's like you on a horse racing some poor fellow on a cow.
You cast doubt on my swordsmanship. All right. I'll show you I can trounce you even without plate armor, boy.
Give me a moment.
What's wrong?
I'd need to stretch a little.
Get a move on, then. I don't have all day. Well, what's it to be?
Let's go, then.
Are you testing my patience? You're supposed to have a weapon befitting Tuchmacher's status. No swords, no shields. Get a flail or a hunting sword, and we can begin.
All right. No need to lose your rag.
Well, don't whistle here. Well?
Let's go, then.
Today, these two men choose to settle a dispute
Hand-to-hand, baby.
concerning swindling and an accusation of lying. Noble Sir Jan of Lechtin and Kuttenberg Councillor Tuchmacher, represented by Henry. Both men confirm that the party whom God guides to victory in the duel has right on his side, and the defeated party is obliged to make good his debt. The combat shall continue until one of the combatants yields or flees. Are you ready? Begin.
May the best man win.
The duel is over, and God's providence determined the
First
winner.
try!
You have heard God's
That
will.
stings! At least it stopped the bleeding. Well done. You were better. But that Tuchmacher is just a devious little burger. He's laughing now because he got the better of a nobleman. But justice will catch up with him one day.
You really gave him what for? From the right, from the left, parry, strike. Thanks. Thanks very much.
You're welcome. I hope you'll fulfill your side of our deal now.
Most certainly.
And next time, don't resolve your disputes by combat.
Next time, I'll be careful who I make coats for. Ha 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 ha.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Hey, Smokey! Hey! Don't laugh! Dude, you was sitting the whole time.
I went to see Tuchmacher.
How did it go? Will he vote for us?
He had a quarrel with some nobleman who challenged him to a duel.
A duel? Like a fencing one? I didn't think people still fought duels. Aren't they banned?
Shouldn't be done. It still happens. You can do anything if you're a nobleman.
If you've got blue blood, you can do what you like.
That's true. It's the same everywhere. What did he want from you?
He didn't dare fight himself, so he was looking for a champion.
And how did it turn out?
He'll help us.
Really? That's wonderful. Wow, Henry, you hero.
Don't celebrate yet. It's only one vote.
But it's an important vote. Now we just have to wait till the council meets.
Do you think Adam suspects you're trying to sway the vote?
I don't know, but I don't think so. If he suspected something, I'd expect him to march in here and be as nasty to me as he always is. But there's no sign of him so far.
Did you find any more votes?
Afraid not. With the meeting coming up, everyone's kind of on edge. I suppose there are lots of people trying to get something from them, or something like that. All we can do is wait.
So now we just have to wait till they vote?
Come back in a few days' time.
It's a good quest line, yeah?
Councillors should have voted by then.
I will.
All right, Sigismund, you're going down, bro. Okay, let's go till nighttime. We're gonna rob the camp and give him cabbage. We still have the rotting cabbage? We still have the rotting cabbage, yeah. Sausages from Sigismund's personal store. They seem longer than Czech ones. Could the Emperor be compensating for something? Oh my god, that's funny. Speaking of, I'm also getting freaking hungry.
I brought you some food.
Sigismund sausage.
Dear God, I must be dreaming. So much food. It's like a royal feast. I'll fill my belly and even have some left over for tomorrow. Who should I thank for these gifts?
You can thank King Sigismund, thank the Kuttenberg Guild. I can't say. Definitely don't want this one. Because I feel like if they say this is going to lead something bad. This is also bad. We don't know when it's tied to us, right? So I'm just going to say I can't say.
Sorry, I can't reveal that.
Be that as it may, thank you, and God bless you. Farewell, good sir.
Would you spare me a moment of your time?
Good morning. Hello. I'm here to turn in my quest. Yo, what's up, dude? You just sitting here in the dark?
I did what you asked me to do.
Great! So you robbed the chest and fed the poor?
I robbed the chest and left a few heads of cabbage for Sigismund. He's good for a week.
Beautiful! Good work. What about the beggars?
I fed as many people as I could.
You're a hero. Folk will really appreciate that, you know. They've never eaten like this before. Now, that wasn't so hard, was it? And that feeling of satisfaction. We may not be any richer, armor, and yet...
You know what? I'm beginning to understand the guild's modesty.
See?
So far, good morning, buddy.
Let's talk about your next job. Just before I tell you more about it, try talking to Rat. I'm sure there are a few side jobs for a chap like you. And Goliath could teach you how to throw a proper punch. He's the best brawler far and wide.
You said you have some more work for me. What is it?
Well, you might have noticed there's some houses in Kuttenberg with peculiar symbols on them.
Of course I have.
I figured someone like you would notice them right away. But I'm sure you don't know why they're there, eh?
What are they for?
Before we was here, before the guild, even before Sigismund turned up, this whole place was under the thumb of another gang. They didn't have a name, and they wasn't aiming at a greater cause like us. They was mostly thieves, but it was hard to get the drop on them, on account of how cunning they was.
And they used these symbols?
They thought them up.
And what were they for, these symbols?
It was a way of marking houses. One of the crew drew a symbol to send a message to the others.
Smart idea. But what's it got to do with me?
Being able to use them symbols would come in plenty handy for us. Think of all the benefits. We tracked down one of the old gang recently. His name's Henken, but he used to call himself Greaser. He was a bit of a know-it-all and made fun of everything. I sent Hogg to find out the meaning of the symbols from him, but I'd rather someone else kept an eye on him.
Where can I find this Henken Greaser fella?
I'm glad you're up for it. His house is on the edge of the Czech Quarter, near the gate. For now.
I don't have any...
All right. Come back when you...
What is this place?
This is the hole. Hellhole or arsehole, it's all the same in the end. It's a hole that swallows the dregs of society. But in other ways, it could be a hole ready for the planting of a new tree. Or a hole in the silk robes of the hypocrites on the city council.
Everybody here is a member of the guild.
Yes and no. Everyone here is behind us and will help if needed. But when there is some more delicate work to be done, there's only a few who are really capable. I hope you'll become one of them.
Oh, Fortuna, may the best player win.
Y'all play your dice. Okay, what we got here? Tell Knuckles about the task.
Chenyak wants me to do something.
What does he want this time? That idiot would be better off finding himself a woman instead of thinking up damn fool shit. Let me guess. It's something real important that'll help us in our noble cause.
I'm supposed to keep an eye on Hogg, who went to find out the meaning of the old thieves' symbols around Kuttenberg.
And what do you think about it? Are you gonna help him?
What do you think about it?
I think it's a great opportunity for both of us.
You think so?
Look here, friend. If you find out something about them symbols, tell me, and I mean only me. I promise you, we'll make a fortune out of it. They ain't just any old symbols. They're thieves' symbols, see? Help me out, and you won't regret it.
I'd rather help Chenyek.
Don't be daft. Think about it. Chenyek's acting like a little kid, letting a great opportunity slip through his fingers. But us two would make a great pair, wouldn't we?
Tell me more about yourself.
What can I tell you? I was born on a dunghill and I'll die on a dunghill. With the guild, even the likes of me have a chance to sleep in a normal bed sometimes and have some decent food.
Don't you have any dreams or purpose?
Listen, pal. You can't eat dreams for breakfast. And my only purpose is to live to see another day. Believe me, I'll do anything for that.
What can you tell me about the guild?
I'm not gonna lie to your face like the others. Let me spare you the bullshit. We're just a bunch of really desperate people who have no choice but to steal. We're scrambling as hard as we can. And all this talk about fighting Sigismund is just a fairy tale for the dim-witted.
So why does the guild really do what it does?
To survive! I bet. When Sigismund finally fucks off one beautiful day, the guild will keep on doing what we've always done. Only with a different enemy.
So you're not in it for the noble cause, I gather?
That's right. At least I'm willing to admit it. But the others seem to really believe the stories about society where all folk are equal. Take care.
Okay. This don't look good.
Halt! Who's there? Oh, just you.
God damn it, Hogg! What have you done? We won't get anything out of him now.
You've got to help me.
What the fuck happened here?
Well, he had a fall.
A fall? He just fell over all on his own and ended up like this?
On his own, honest to God. Fell over and died right before my eyes.
Oh, Jesus. Tell me everything from the beginning.
Well, Chenyek sent me to go and ask about them symbols. Polite like. Only this bastard started fucking with me.
Oh, the fucker. He was just asking for it.
Oh, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He was laughing in my face, giving me all sorts of riddles. So I lost it and gave him a bit of a slap. Only he caught another one from the table on the way down and it ended up like this.
Chenyek had a hunch this might happen. Did you find out anything about the symbols, at least, before this?
When I start seeing red, I don't ask no questions.
Chenyek won't be happy that you killed him.
I didn't kill him. He killed himself. All I did was give him a slap to wise him up. Look, don't tell Chenyek. We'll sort it out ourselves somehow.
What am I to do with you? Did he say anything else?
When he saw the smoke coming out of my ears, he said he'd show me some important parchment, but that annoyed me even more. Do I look like a fucking scribe?
Was there something written on it?
Well, how should I know? I gave him a slap, and that was that. Well, take a look at it yourself. I reckon you got a better head on you. Quick, search him. Well, can you read it? I can't
read. Take a look yourself.
Yeah. A vineyard in the town? Strange, but who knows? Yet there it is, quite nearby, by the water that gushes. Now listen and try. Keep your eyes open so that you can tell. Shortly after the midday bell, you'll find us where the shadow goes.
Did you read
Nervous?
it? Yes, but
it's normal.
Unfortunately for
Everyone
you,
tries to make chapter 3 last forever on their first run.
Della.
Something about a vineyard and running water. I can't make much sense of it.
The bastard. He's fucking with us, even from beyond the grave.
Well, it's our only lead to find out anything about the symbols.
Oh, I don't have the noggin for this shit, Henry. Chenyek has the quickest wit of all of us. If you can't crack it, you can ask him. But please, don't tell him nothing about me. Let's get going.
On the old thieves' hideout. I think we found our perfect mission.
Good day to you.
I talked to Knuckles about the symbols.
Let me guess. He wants to use them to get rich.
Well, yes, actually.
That's Knuckles for you. But I think he'll eventually understand it's better to think of the bigger picture than just himself. Nevertheless, until you find something out about the symbols, come and see me directly.
Hinnek gave Hogg a peculiar riddle, and we can't quite figure it out.
Old Greaser was known for those. Tell me then, what did he say?
A vineyard in the town. Strange, but who knows? And yet there it is, quite nearby, by the water that gushes. Now listen and try to keep your eyes open so that you can tell. Shortly after the midday bell, you'll find us where the shadow goes.
Sounds pretty mixed up to me. A vineyard. I only know the one outside of town, but Riddle mentions one inside of it. It must be something similar to a vineyard, and the part with the water might be a well? Or maybe a fountain?
Well, thanks. I'll see what I can do.
Who's that madman?
Who's that madman?
I'm sorry.
So many fights outside this place. That's funny. Find the old thieves' hideout. Kuttenberg Gallows. Spooky.
Nobody's opened this door in ages. Oof. It's pretty musty in here. This is no regular cellar.
Books. What do we got here? Parchment with drawings. Return to Chenyek. Let him have a copy of the symbols. Let Knuckles copy the symbols. Keeping gold at home is surely not the wisest. A thief may find it even if you locked it in the nice chest. Get out of here, you foolish fellow. Hereabouts no loot you'll find. Have you no fear of the gallows? Here are my warnings if you've got a mind. With loot in your pockets, you can't go to market. Let's find a buyer who's willing to take it. It's customary for rooms and house. Be joined by corridors. In the cellars underground, a tunnel leads from door to door. Where you want to sleep and there's no bed, no place your head to lay, go behind the house and there you can sleep until upon the hay. What do you guys think? Let him copy?
Greetings to you.
You
How
won't
can I
get to
help?
do this on hardcore, right? Because we can't steal and do bad.
I found out the meaning of the symbols.
I knew I could trust you. Let's hear it.
I think it'd be better if only Chenyek and I knew the secret. Just to be safe.
Are you yanking my pizzle? You'd be throwing away a great opportunity.
Sorry, but I've decided.
You're a fool, and there's no helping you. When you die poor, you'll remember what I said. Farewell.
Okay. One or the other, I guess.
I've deciphered the meaning of the symbols.
Fantastic! How do you manage that?
Well, it was pretty confusing. But in the end, I managed to find the old thieves' hideout.
And what about Hogg?
He killed Hinek. He didn't mean to, but he did.
That moron. Sometimes he snaps, and then people think we're all like that. And that the guild is just a bunch of thugs and ne'er-do-wells.
Thankfully, Hinek had a parchment on him that led me to the symbols.
Let me see. I'll copy them. These will come in handy. Imagine the look on Sigismund's face when his rich friends in the city start running out of silver.
Huh.
Here they are. I'm glad I could help.
Tunnel markings. Great! And I saw this symbol for riches on the house right next door. You can go and check it out if you want.
Do you have any more work for me?
Not just now, but something's coming. I'll send for you when the time's right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that about wraps it up for this stream. All right,